made it. Man, I told her, yeah, she was much appreciated with all the stuff that she does that I don't even realize that are getting done until you have to be the one to do it.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Holding passports was a chore for me.
So your wife didn't go with you guys?
No, she had to start her first week of school.
Oh, that's right.
So like, so I got to make sure we have. Usually, she's the one in charge of all the documentation.
Hmm.
I got to make sure I have all the passports, which troubled me all the time. Like, where are the passports? What do I have the passport? I must have checked the same bag 14 times to see if I had all the passports. Right? 'Cause I
Hmm.
don't want to lose a passport.
No.
Then we get to the room, and the room doesn't really want to fit three people in it.
Oh.
So normally my wife's the one who unpacks the kids' bags and hangs everything up while I sit around on my phone or sit around doing something else, right?
Hmm.
Or I get to work on my own bag. That's really it. I get to
Sure.
do right. No, as soon as we got there, I'm just like, why don't we just live out our suitcase, right? And then
Hmm.
I'm like, this room is too small for us to put three suitcases down on the ground. It's just too small.
Hmm.
I had to spend like an hour taking everyone unfolding, hanging things up, and making sure the room was nice and all these different things. And it was a lot. Organizing people, it's kind of what she does.
You don't
People
realize the
organize.
things that you
Until,
didn't have
yep,
to do until you had to
you
do them.
did not have to. And I let her know all the time. Yeah, I don't need to know that you're here. Why do I need to do
Yeah.
these? And she's got her things that it's like that. Why do I need to do that? You're here. I don't even have to worry about
Yeah.
that. But
Exactly.
it was one of those, and I was like, oh my God, this like I realized how few pictures we take when we're on vacation when I've got to take some pictures. Those same
Uh
pictures
huh.
that I hate taking. I
Hmm.
hate taking them.
Yes.
But when you look back at the vacation, you go through your reels like, I don't have any pictures of us on
Oh
vacation.
no.
So I had to make it my business to take some pictures that she would like, because I know she wanted to see pictures like every day. So I tried to take some, but still nowhere near the amount that we would have had if she was there.
Well,
But
you got a
yeah, no, I had
couple.
a
I think I saw
yeah,
one. I don't go on social media a whole lot, but I saw
yeah,
one. Like, oh, my kids are
yeah.
getting old. I was like, oh, they are getting old. I
Yes,
ain't seen a
they are.
picture of your kids in a minute.
Yeah,
And
they're getting there. So I was like, all right,
and
that's fine.
there's no mistake. They're your kids too.
Well, you gotta see gotta see them with their mom next to them too. You're like, oh, there's no mistake. This is yours as
Those are your
well.
kids. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, those are Harlan's kids for sure.
But yeah, no, we had a good time. So it was fun.
Yeah. Well,
They
good. That's
the
awesome.
casinos took my money. They decided that Harlan, you're not gonna have too much fun. You're not gonna
Oh, the
win.
casinos did. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they do.
I'd been on a roll. I had been on a roll, and
Hmm.
then they
Did
took
they
it
have
all back.
sports book there on the casinos?
No, they
Well, because
didn't.
then you'd have to come back claim it somehow. So you have to take a cruise. I'm surprised they don't have sports book to make you take a cruise if you win
Mm,
to claim your
yeah.
winnings.
Yeah. So it was good. Got a good time. Good time.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, we haven't done this in 2 months, almost the
It's been a
day.
while.
Yeah, it's been a
Yes,
minute.
it's been a
It
while.
was a crazy summer. Uh,
Oh my God. I was texting somebody, does the summer feel like it went too fast for
it
me?
always does. Yeah.
I think it only feels that fast because I don't feel like I got a break. Like
Hmm.
normally the kids don't have anything in the summertime. But Julian had track practice. We had to go to track events. Jordan was in volleyball for a week. And it just felt like all the stuff that happens during the school year was still happening. And then they go 1 or 2 weeks where they don't do it. You're like, summer's over. They're back to school the next week.
Yep. 'Cause,
So it felt different.
yeah, this is my second straight summer of Hadley's volleyball. At least, thank God, this season was better than last season. Because last season she was on a bad team, and they had
Hmm.
tournaments. They played in 8 tournaments last summer, which is almost every week except for holidays. They played, I want to say, 60 something games and lost 50 something of them, right? So
Mm.
so it's a very difficult way to spend your summer in that, right?
uh,
Like not just for us as we're like dragging them along and It's just like maybe they'll win today, and then they don't. It's even more difficult for the kids because they're just going out there like we're going out there to get our butts kicked, and it's not fun anymore, right? So at least
Hmm.
this season was better for that regards because they won some stuff, and there were fewer tournaments, which is good, but it
Oh
still felt like it was
yes.
just over and over and over and over again. And then Penelope tried out for a softball team, and they both made teams this year. So and they're on two different organizations, so we're gonna have like dual softball this upcoming summer.
Mm,
So it's going to be even more hectic than this summer.
that's rough.
Mm-hmm. It's just what it is. It's just like nonstop, and work has been work kicking my butt. Not in a bad way, just in a like
Just
I
work.
wish it would stop way, you know. Like, and three times a week, I buy one quick pick for the Powerball. And there's one of these times. I mean,
It's got to work.
I'm due, right? I haven't won yet. I feel like I've bought 77 million different combinations of numbers. Like, I should be able to get it one of these times. But then, boy, that'd be a terrible. If I had bought $77 million, 77 million lottery tickets, that means I spent 150 or
It's a
a
lot.
lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And you have to catch one of those billion dollar ones to make it really worth something.
Yeah. Well, I should just kept my $2 every week if I bought that many, right? I'd be fine. The things I'm worried about now. Yeah.
Mm,
Just would love to get that independently wealthy and just say I'm done.
that would be great.
Yep.
That would be great.
I daydream quite a bit about it. Like,
Oh, that's all I think about is retirement. That's
well,
all I think about.
I'm more about the lottery thing. Like, so I daydream about. I
For
daydream
me, it's
about
just
the.
not working again.
What's that?
That's I just dream about not working again.
Oh,
So
yeah.
retirement is as close is what I think is the closest time I am going to have to that.
I don't foresee that in any future of mine right now. So the lottery is my dream, and I'm always like, okay, it's this much money. I give away this much. How do I give it away? And like, I know they spy on us on our work computers, but there's like 70,000 employees for the company, the parent company. So I know they can't read all of my Google searches, but it's like, how much money can I give away? And like what's the maximum gift you can give? What are ways to like it's always that stuff. My downtime at work, I'm googling. Then I realized I should probably do it on my phone, and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yo, yeah, that's what I do. Always on my phone.
There's part of that too where it's like if they fire me, I've been there long enough, I'll get pretty good severance, and then it gives me like 3-4 months to figure out what it is I can do after that.
While we were gone, ain't not much happened.
Hey, no, like the
I'm trying to
most
think.
interesting stuff are contract extensions, but like even the ones that I want to see haven't happened yet.
Nope.
What's his face from the Bengals?
Cincinnati Bengals, Michael Parsons hasn't
Micah
happened.
Parsons hasn't happened. The Bengals did sign their Shamar Stewart,
They did.
their number one draft
Yep.
pick. So good for them. Uh, the Browns are still a disaster, which good for them, I guess. I don't know what they're doing.
The Browns, I don't get them. It should be, well, I'd say it should be easy, but it should. It's not, they're not in an easy situation.
No,
They're in a tough situation.
of their own
And
doing.
true, but like I've been defending the Browns lately with their decisions. I think it was a decision to try to make their team better that just failed miserably, and because it failed so miserably, they're having to suffer. I don't think the move was a bad move. I
Deshaun
think giving them
Watson,
two, yes,
that was a bad move.
I think giving him $250 million. But even let's say if Deshaun Watson would have been the player that they thought they were getting, that $250 million would be a steal of a contract right now.
If he
The
was
problem
good,
is
yeah.
if he was good. The problem is not that they gave him the money. It's the fact that they gave him the money and he's been absolutely trash since then.
I think part
And
of the
there's no
problem,
way of getting out of there's no way of getting out of it. They
part of the
left them
problem is
no
they gave him the
choice.
money because they knew who they were giving the money to. They didn't know they were hoping on the player,
True.
but they knew the person's situation and the baggage. So there's like a little bit of a selling your soul to the devil situation there. Like,
I wouldn't be. You're not quite the
like,
devil,
like,
but yeah, I get what you're saying. You know
you,
what he did.
like you know the situation. Like you go into that situation not assuming there's going to be karmic retribution for what you've done. And what they reaped though is karmic retribution, which I kind of
But
enjoy.
but how is it their karmic retribution? They had nothing to do with the situation
Yeah,
of you. You would
but
think that the
they.
karmic retribution would come on the team that was hosting those things in
Oh, I
Houston, and
agree as well. I agree as well.
all Houston's done is win.
There's a lot of complicit players in this situation, right? There's the Texans who
All they
apparently
did
knew what was
was
going on
winning.
and aided and abetted it. There's the culprit who becomes the biggest winner out of all of it. And then there's the team who is willing to say, that's all right with us, and gave him a guaranteed $250 million. Right?
I don't
So
think, I don't think they said that's all right with us. They said we want to try to win. They did some bad things, which is probably more of the karma retribution. When they were solely trying to pay him nothing on the first year of that deal so that he could just serve as a spin. They did some shady stuff around
mhm.
there that first year. So whatever.
But so
I don't think it's
even if they didn't come out and say we're okay with what he did,
Mhm.
the fact that they essentially rewarded him with that giant guaranteed contract is an endorsement of what he did
he
because
he
there's
was
just like the Steelers were like we're okay with Big Ben and it worked out for them because Big Ben was still a Hall of Fame player after his
hmm
multiple allegations that occurred, right?
correct.
So that was good, and everybody forgets, right? Because Big Ben turned into a Hall of Fame player. Now
Mhm.
it's like a magnifying glass on the Deshaun Watson situation.
But the Browns weren't the only team that was going to
No,
give
I
Deshaun
agree
Watson a
100%.
contract.
Like it doesn't make it right. I mean,
He was
the
going to work
Falcons were
again.
there, the Browns were there, and somebody else was there, and I can't remember who the third party was.
So so I'm like, I get it. They tried to make their team better, like any GM
Hmm.
should try to do. Any GM should try to do. Like, okay, maybe he got over that problem, right? Maybe he's not that. If Deshaun would have just become a decent player, not that we would have ever gotten over what he did, because we that would have existed.
People would have gotten over it pretty fast.
People would not mention it on a regular basis, but
I would.
when you that's what I'm saying. Some people would. Some people would.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just saying the masses wouldn't
No,
even
yeah,
bring it up.
it would be easily forgotten.
They'd be talking about how he took the Browns to an AFC championship. Like, because
Mm.
that's the kind of the path they were gonna go on had he been the player that he was. Um,
They
for
literally made the playoffs 2 years prior to that with Baker Mayfield. And then
yeah,
Baker was hurt and they went like 7-9 or whatever, or 7-10 and missed the playoffs. They're like, well, we can't do it with Baker Mayfield, even though they did it the year before and this year he was hurt. And so they shipped him off and then they did what they did. And since we're talking about this, people forget and stuff like that because it always makes me think of Mike Vick, who for some reason people won't forgive and forget him, even though he literally went to prison. He
paid his
paid all the
yes.
stuff. He paid his debt to society via time, and he also paid his debts to the government and the IRS. He paid all that money back. He did all the things that were like, ooh, the rehabilitation and the system's supposed to do. He literally did all that stuff, and people will still not let that go.
Yeah, I forget about it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like
like,
that's the thing. Like I don't even give a shit. Like cool. Like
no,
he
yeah.
did what if that's the law and he did it,
Served his penance,
served
did what he
everything he
had to
did.
do, came back. Yep.
Yeah. If we're the land of second chances or whatever, then yeah. But yeah, it is what it is.
I think the Browns tried. They tried to become as much as we talk about how flawed and cursed this team is. That probably goes with the curse because they tried to become a better team.
Mm-hmm.
They tried,
Mm-hmm.
whether that meant that they treated Baker wrongly, which they probably did.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to better their team.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of got him being bad is just like
Mm-hmm.
it's not, injury be damned. He's having injury problems now, but when he's playing and he's healthy,
He's not
he's
good. He's
been
terrible.
bad.
He's terrible.
not the same person that we saw in Houston, right? And that's hurt them more than anything because if he was, that contract would be one of the best contracts right now.
Hmm?
Even though it's fully guaranteed, if he was the same one at 250, if $250 million with guaranteed, it he'd be talking about holding out because he'd say he outplayed his contract and he'd
Hmm.
want more money probably.
Hmm.
But now he's just and
Mm-mm.
there's no way
They
out of the
still got two
contract.
years of it, and they can't get out of it, right? And now they have five quarterbacks on their roster.
Six, six, including Deshaun.
Well, I thought it was five with Deshaun
Mm-mm.
because they have Flacco, they
Yep,
have Kenny Pickett,
yep,
they have the guy they drafted,
yep,
and then Shador.
yep. And Tyler Huntley.
Oh, they did just sign Snoop Huntley. I forgot. Well, that's because Kenny Pickett is
One of them is
hurt.
injured,
Yeah,
but
so
yes,
they got six quarterbacks on their
yep.
team currently,
Hmm.
which is double what most teams have in training camp.
I saw somebody says that the the Browns are gonna have to keep set four quarterbacks going into the regular season.
To me, that's amazing. Was only going to play special teams? Like, what are they going to do?
That's what I'm saying. They're going to have to lose out of a position that they should have some depth in because they're going to have no choice but to keep four quarterbacks on this roster
Yep, that's their own
because
doing.
they're not going to get rid of. It would be dumb to get rid of Flacco. They traded for Kenny Pickett,
Yep,
so they got to get something out of
and
him.
they drafted Sloth or
Third,
whatever his name is in the
yep, in
third
the
round.
third round, and then Shador is basically telling you you can't get rid of me because
Hmm.
I may be the best one out of all of those other
Yep,
ones.
and,
So what
and
do you do?
he had a nice game, but like so I try not to put too much weight into any of the preseason
Hmm.
games because it's just lots of stuff. Like whether bad or good, I don't care. Uh, like Schloff going out there, or what I don't even know what his name is. Slug.
The dude from the Saints.
Well, oh him too, yeah. Going out there be bad. So he's a rookie, like he's bad. That happens. Like it'll probably happen more times than not for the next 4 years, and he'll be out of the league. Right? That's just how life is. Uh, and then like on the flip side, because Jackson Dart had a pretty nice game
Yep.
for y'all, throwing some bombs out there, and like it's hard. Oh God, on social media, like what little social media I do go on, it's like why Jackson Dart should be the starter. Like it is this is literally the first preseason game. He made this read. I'm like, okay, Chase Daniels, yes, he did, but okay, it's a singular time, right? Like maybe he's the starter. He will be eventually. I mean, that's why they drafted him. But
I will say that seeing the future of your team do good as opposed to doing bad,
it helps.
whether it's preseason or not, seeing them do good is better than seeing them do bad. I
Hmm.
know the game does not matter either way,
Yep.
right? I also know that if Shador would have been bad, they they'd still be talking about how
Yes.
bad he was on ESPN right now.
Yes, they would be.
Like he had to be good
Yes.
just so that he can kind of shut some people up,
He was in a
right?
lose lose
Like
situation. I told
he
you
was
that
in a lose-lose, yeah. But I think I also found out that he's got the highest selling jersey, like the hottest selling
in the
jersey out there.
NFL. Yeah.
So like everyone wants to see him do good except for the Browns, apparently,
And,
which
and,
is weird.
and a handful of people, right?
And a handful
there's
of
a
people.
select population that just doesn't want to see him do well, and the Browns, right? Like,
And the Browns. When the owner's basically coming out and saying, hey, wasn't my pick.
so
Right?
here's the thing,
Which is something you probably shouldn't
and if
say.
the Browns would have taken him when they took
The guy that they took because
Silo
Garrett.
Gale, I don't even know what his name is. If they would have took him, and they'd been like, oh boy, value pick. They got him there. I can't believe he slipped all the way to the third.
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel. They would have took him at where they took Dylan Gabriel. Everyone would have been like, good pick.
That was a good pick. That
And
was
they
a
would,
good
and then they
pick.
would have still had the second. They would have that pick in the fifth. They could have used for whatever, depth or somebody
Yep.
body for training camp to put on your practice squad, whatever. Like they could have done something positive. Instead, they did this, which is just dumb. And then yeah, the owner saying, "Well, I didn't want to pick him." Uh, that's never a good like.
That doesn't make any sense.
And it was unprompted too. Like he didn't have to say that.
Yeah, that makes no sense. He's on your team. Who cares whether you wanted to pick him or not? You're not the GM. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not the GM.
No.
And obviously the GM was like, "Why did we pick this other guy?" Like,
Hmm.
because obviously you had some sort of influence in it because they didn't pick the guy that obviously the GM was willing to take a 6th round pick on a position he knew he had 4 people at.
Yeah. Yeah.
so,
You can
so
never
we
be
know who
too
his pick.
prepared. Too prepared.
We know
He's.
who his pick wanted, who he wanted.
Mhm.
Right. So it's just I was reading right now that Shador is unlikely to play because he
Yeah.
had an oblique
Oblique
injury.
strain. Yeah. Throwing the ball today happens. It's
Yeah,
what.
that's all their quarterbacks.
Hmm.
That's all of them. And Pickett and Dylan Gabriel have hamstring issues
Hmm.
that they don't know when they're going to get back on the field. And Flacco's got old issues. He's just old.
He's just old.
And we don't want him. We don't want our presumed starter playing a half in a preseason game, which is what Shador basically played because they had no other quarterbacks to
And
go
especially when
to.
he's old. When he's old
Yeah,
man Flacco, you don't need him out there because if he takes a funny
yeah.
hit, then he could be out for the season.
And that's yeah, whatever season that you were planning on, it goes out the window if Flacco gets hurt.
Yes.
Maybe because maybe Shador is that good. They
And,
did they
and
rank. Oh,
oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was gonna kind of switch it up because they ranked the rookies on their first game, and
Hmm.
he got the highest
Yeah,
grade.
he
Shador.
played great. He had some real nice throws, had a couple nice touchdowns. Like, but once again, it's like I don't know what kind of like weight to put onto that because it is the first preseason game. Most teams don't play starters.
Mhm.
You're going out there probably a simplified book, and you're going against second and third string defense. Okay, I mean
Maybe,
maybe right.
maybe.
Like I didn't watch the game. I don't care enough to watch preseason football that much. But I mean, good for him. He needed a good game, and I'm glad he had it. But he was in a lose lose. He a good game. He goes out there, and it's like, well, he's just playing against second and third and fourth string defenses. It's a preseason game, doesn't count for anything. Does bad. It's like, well, see, this is why he slipped so far. He can't even handle third and fourth string defenses. Yeah, and like he does good, and he doesn't even move at the depth chart at all, even against people who didn't play at all. Right, so it's just
Yeah,
like it is what it is. Like I saw that when it was Justin Fields and the Bears. When he had a good preseason game, it was like, well, it's just preseason. Even though like you said, like when you want your guy to go out there to do good,
I'd rather
like
have a good
oh,
preseason.
like I know it's preseason, but he threw for 240 in the half and 3 touchdowns. I needed that. I needed to see that. I don't care.
I needed to see
I don't
that.
care
Yes.
if it's against the fifth string defense. He did it, and then if he goes on their bad, say, "Oh, the game's just too fast for him. He can't keep up." It's like
Hmm.
he's a rookie, right? Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah, but like I said, I'd still much rather see those good things because
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
watched Jackson's dart, and had he been bad, oh, I wouldn't have liked it. I would
No,
not
heavens
have
no.
liked it. But he played well. He played well.
Yeah,
Um,
you don't want your team to like the guy that you like to be bad, right? Like, go out there and
well,
be
the
good,
guy,
please.
especially for NFL fans, like I call myself an NFL football fan.
Hmm.
I'm not that big into college football,
Yeah,
right?
same.
So for me and people like me, that's our first time seeing Jackson Dart really play,
Yeah,
right?
like it
You're seeing
live,
highlights
right?
during
Yeah.
the draft. You're seeing stuff during the draft. You're like, oh, that looked like a good play. But seeing him move and play and be under the huddle, I didn't watch him in college.
Hmm.
So this is our first time seeing him. So what I saw, I didn't mind.
No, that 35-yard dump he had down the left side, that was a nice touchdown pass.
Yeah,
Put it right where it needed to be. It was a great throw.
he had legs. He was able to move a little bit.
Hmm.
He got the ball downfield. Now, my concern, not concern, I don't want to say concern. It's preseason. It's
Hmm.
preseason. Russell Wilson was 5 for 6, pretty good for 24 yards.
Oh
And
no.
and we managed a field goal on his drive, I think.
Yeah. Dump,
Right.
dump,
That
dump, dump,
was
dump. That's all that
that's what
was.
I don't particularly like 5 for 6 for 24. I know it's preseason. I
Yeah.
know it's preseason. But Jameis went in there and threw a touchdown. Uh, now, once again, this is different competition. Dart threw a touchdown. I think Tommy DeVito threw a touchdown. The Giants scored 36 points, which is the most points they scored almost all season last year.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit happy to see that. The run game was absolutely nowhere to be found. Jackson Dart led the team in rushing,
Yeah,
which is not a good
that's
sign.
discouraging, but yeah.
But the O line is also not
Well,
really there.
Scadaboo's hurt, right? So,
Scatterboo is hurt, but they don't. Scatterboo's like there are question marks on this man's injury. Like Phantom, like they haven't really told us what the injury is. He
mm,
missed a lot of rookie mini camp with an injury,
mm.
so everyone's like, "Oh Jesus!" This is once again this is a problem
So you got a
because
guy who just gets soft tissue injuries all the time.
the Giants are precautionarily holding out Andrew Thomas
And Malik Neighbors, right?
and Malik Neighbors. Yes, they have not really played much. You can see them practice. You can see Neighbors practice.
Mm-hmm.
Neighbors is practicing. Thomas is not practicing. He's still on the pup list,
Mm-hmm.
right? So yeah, it's some things going on, but I kind of like where we're at right
Sure, it's
now.
preseason, right? You know,
I,
anything's possible right now.
I'm watching. They're talking about how the Giants and the Jets are going through team practice against each other right now,
Mm-hmm.
and what I'm hearing right now is Abdul Carter is absolutely unstoppable. like,
I've seen that too. Yeah.
like, there's like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. He had he only played I think 3 plays in the preseason game. All three, he recorded a QB pressure
Yeah.
on all 3 snaps. So that's a good sign.
I mean, he might be the
Um,
steal of the draft if falling to third
well, that's the Browns being the Browns, right?
or the
You know,
fourth. Where did they fall to? Third, fourth,
three,
three. Yeah.
three. That's the Browns being the Browns. They traded their number 2 pick
Mm-hmm.
to Jacksonville so Jacksonville could go up there and
Mm-hmm.
get
Travis Hunter. Yeah.
Travis Hunter. So the Browns probably should have picked up Abdul Carter. That was probably the pick for them to make.
It's too early to say, but I don't think it would have been nobody would have said dumb move if they would have done
No,
it.
no.
Not a single soul. Just like they wouldn't have said stupid if they would have drafted Shador in the third. Or even if
Shador
it's
in the
Shador in that number wherever they fell to in the first, people would have been like, all right.
yeah, I forgot who they even got in the first round
I don't think it
because they
matters.
they went to Jacksonville's spot. So it
Yeah.
was like, but
I'm sure they'll be out of the league in a handful of years anyway. It's just like the Browns draft picks are funny. They're either Hall of Famers like Joe Thomas and Miles Garrett, or they're out
mm.
of the league in a handful of years. Like there's no in between, right? It's just what they do.
and and to be a Hall of Famer on a team that had zero success has to hurt.
Yes, that's why when Miles Garrett was it's like the trade demand, I was like, I hope he means that he's not just holding out for money, but he was just holding out for money.
Just hold it out for money. He must like Cleveland somehow, some way.
Yeah, I imagine there's nice things about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but it's where it's the birthplace of Superman. That's all I know.
The birthplace.
Yeah, it's Joel Siegel and Schuster
Oh,
were from Cleveland, right? Yeah, not canon. It's,
that's what I was gonna say. Oh
no,
no.
he was born in Krypton. Gosh darn it!
Krypton was so loosely based on the city of Cleveland,
Yes,
Ohio.
at that time, Cleveland was the lake was on
They
fire in
just
Cleveland.
they
Or
just had the World's Fair. Everyone thought that this is where it's gonna
it
be.
was, it was the civilization that was so advanced that it died.
Exactly.
It died.
They place Krypton on Cleveland. Everyone knows that.
Duh. Yep. Uh, So let's see what else. Oh, so the Bears had a preseason. I didn't watch it. I didn't care because starters didn't play, and it was some guys got some good run. But that week they had joint practices with the Miami Dolphins, which is what I was
Mhm.
interested in because the Bears have been running high octane training camp to the point where people are like, I've never been in a training camp like this before. We're hitting, we're doing this. Like they're going up to the edge of the rules for training camp. So
Okay.
so what's allowable from the collective bargaining agreement. Like guys that were on the team last year were like, well, this is a million times different than what we did last year in a good way, blah blah blah. And then they had the the joint practice with Dolphins, and all I saw was the Bears were just running over the Dolphins. I'm like, okay, good. But then I saw the Dolphin beat writers were complaining, "Oh, the Bears are playing dirty. They're hitting people." I'm just like, okay, it's weird. And then they went out there and did like a 24-24 tie or whatever. Don't matter.
Yes.
Now the Dolphins are doing joint practice with the Lions
They
right
got
now.
into a fight. Yeah.
The Lions have just manhandled and destroyed the Dolphins. Apparently, the last 2 days or today in joint practice. So Aiden Hutchinson was beating former Bear Larry Borum off the line. So much so that the referees had to stop blowing the whistle so the offense could actually run a play because Aiden Hutchinson was getting in the backfield so quickly, constantly. And so apparently the Lions were just embarrassing the Dolphins to the point where uh, what's his name? Miami McDaniels
McDaniels.
had to go out there and take questions on, do the Dolphins practice hard enough? Are the Dolphins practicing like good? Do the Dolphins players want to be there, sort of thing? So
I'm hearing that they don't.
yeah, I
Like
that his
you got
seat is a burning hot one. I think we said that early too at the end of last season that his seat
hmm
was going to be a burning hot one. I think the Tyreek Hill stuff. I think
Jalen Ramsey wanting out and he got moved to
yep,
Pittsburgh.
yep. Just
He's talking glowingly about Mike Tomlin now, which
well,
kind of shows, yeah, it's what Jalen Ramsey, but it's kind of showing that he may not have liked McDaniels as much as because he mentioned liking Tomlin like he likes dude with the Rams, McVay. And
hmm
he didn't mention anything about McDaniels in that conversation. So
yeah. I think
Tariq
McDaniel.
Hill,
Oh, go ahead.
Tariq Hill bothers me because he just doesn't seem comfortable anywhere he's at now. So I don't look too much into what he's doing or
No.
saying.
Yeah,
But
he wasn't happy in Kansas City, or he wanted money in Kansas. It's fine. Like makes
mhm.
sense. You want money, and then when he left, it's like, well, they made a mistake in doing that, and then they just won. You know, they went to every Super Bowl after that, or
Mhm.
whatever, right? Like and now Tariq Hill is unhappy in Miami, and I don't know. It's just a career that had such great potential that is ultimately he's going to be remembered for his time in Kansas City, and that was the first half of his career. And I
He
guess
had some good years. They just don't.
yeah, they
Miami
weren't
just
bad.
hasn't been winning. No,
Yeah,
they
they
just
don't
haven't
win.
been winning.
Yeah.
And he last year he did not play well.
Mm-mm.
He did not play well. I don't know if he lost a step because speed was always his thing. Don't know if
Mm.
he lost a step. Don't know what it was. Well, Tua wasn't there all the time. But I guess another thing, they just don't have a steady quarterback go play, that they can count on.
Yep. They
So,
they have the offensive mastermind of McDaniel's or whatever.
and
They
he's got Devon Achan looking great out there.
yeah, like his offense
Waddle in them when
is
they don't
good, but if they don't have Tua, their offense is mediocre. And if
yeah.
they don't have Tyreek Hill and Waddle on the field at the same time, which seems like they're never on the field together,
Mm-hmm.
due to injuries on either side, like they're just not what they could be. Achan is always hurt, it seems like, or 60% of the healthy, 60% of the time he works every time. You know, I don't know.
He had a good year last year.
Hmm.
He did miss games, but he had a good year last year.
Oh, he's a
They
great back. He's super fast, and yeah, he's built for that offense.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying to think. Oh man, this cowboy situation.
I know, I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
I wanted to
But
ask you. Well,
uh-huh.
the Giants don't have a need for Micah Parsons, but let's say the Giants did have a need for Micah Parsons.
hmm
Should the Giants entertain trading for Micah Parsons, assuming that Jerry Jones can be dealt with in a reasonable manner, which we know he can't. So
Yeah. I would say yes, only from the standpoint of if we don't want him wearing green and white.
yes,
Because although we don't have a need for him, I'm sure the Eagles can find a need for him, and I don't
Yeah,
want to see that.
but
I don't want to see that.
there's
We
no
got to play
way like
defense. We got
at,
to play defense in this case.
it's really a moot argument or question because Jerry
He's
Jones is
not
never
trading
going to
him
trade
within.
into his own division, right? It's not going to
He
happen.
shouldn't. He
No,
shouldn't.
no, he should not. And then I was thinking, well, should the Bears try to get Micah Parsons? And my answer is yes. I mean, if he can, as long as it's not like uh, mortgaging the future. But
You are a mortgage in the future,
even then, was it like a couple firsts? I mean, that's worth it to me. I don't know.
and a new contract.
The contract thing is the big thing.
That's the big thing because that's where your future lies in,
Yep.
right? You're paying, I, and honestly, I need to see him play this year. Last year, he didn't have that great of a
He
year.
was kind of
He had
hurt
a
last year,
good
wasn't
year.
he?
Yeah, he had a good year. So I need to see him. It's not like when y'all got Khalil Mack, right? Khalil Mack
Was
was
coming off of
world, yes,
offensive or defensive player of the
an,
year.
an amazing year. I'll gladly trade what I need to trade for that guy. If I got to give him a contract, yes. He didn't have that year last year. So any trade, kind of, you don't want to give up that much, not knowing what Micah Parsons is going to be this year. So
Mm-hmm. Micah Parsons played 13 games last year.
we missed only 4.
12 sacks.
Good numbers, real good numbers.
E-
13 games.
Yep. 73 tackles. 12
It's
tackles
not
for
very good in the
loss.
run. Not very good in the run defense. That's part of the problem with the Cowboys. But still, you'd want them just on the edge, getting to the quarterback.
Yep. 23 quarterback hits. Let's see. 2 forced fumbles and a pass defended. 4 seasons, 52 sacks, 52 and a half sacks. Pretty darn good numbers.
Oh yes.
For 9 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries, 256 tackles combined. So, and solo 172. So it's like 400 some tackles. Yeah, like 112 quarterback hits. Like, yeah, why wouldn't you want that? It's been a Pro Bowler every year, 2-time All Pro
Two-time all.
first team, 1-time All Pro second team, Defensive Rookie of the Year once, second and Defensive Player of the Year, gets MVP votes, right? Like, why would you not want that? I would. I'll take
Yeah.
it. Even with a
Coming off
off
an injury.
in quote year where he missed 4 games, right?
Yep.
But he played 16, 17, and 17 the 3 previous years. Got the
He's
fifth year of his rookie deal. You extend him. Yeah. I don't know.
I really want to see because I don't know even if he plays and gets signed. I don't know if this is the year he has. They've taken a lot of weapons away from that defense, like a lot of weapons. So it's going to be easier for teams to scheme for just him. So I don't think I know he's a great player and great players you could double team them still. They're still going to find their way to affect the game. Like you don't think they've tried that with Myles Garrett? Of course they have, right?
Yeah, Myles Garrett just wins. Yeah.
They just win. Great players just win. So he could still have it, but I would like to see what he does when DeMarcus Lawrence isn't on that side that he's coming on for the same side or just I don't know. I just want to see what he could do with less talent around him, which that's why he needs to get paid now because his numbers could be diminished. Even though I don't know.
I want to see him on a good team and be crazy good. It's just not against the Bears. That's fine. Or if he could be with the Bears, that'd be amazing. I'd love to see him sack Jordan Love like 50 times over the next season and a half. Just would love it.
Didn't he undergo a procedure in his hand?
Yeah, his non-throwing hand or something like that. He's not playing anymore
for the rest of the preseason.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't been paying too close attention. I have my ear on the street, but there isn't as much of a buzz in these here parts about the Packers right now. Yeah,
they had an injury to one of their safeties that they got. I thought.
Yeah,
that's out for the season.
Yeah, Xavier McKinney.
Is it McKinney?
Yeah.
I don't think it's McKinney. Is it him?
I thought he got hurt. Yeah, was going to miss some time. I could be
One of
wrong.
them I thought was out for the
Or Xavier
season.
is Xavier Worthy? No, Xavier McKinney. Xavier
Yeah,
Worthy is
Xavier
the
Worthy is the wide
wide
receiver for the
receiver
Chiefs.
for the
Used to
Chiefs.
be the Chiefs, right? Is he
No,
still
he's
the
still
wide
a
receiver
Chief.
for the
Yeah.
Chiefs? Okay.
Um. Oh, I thought he was hurt, but I guess not. Injury strike blow at safety for Packers. Uh. Xavier McKinney and Zane Anderson are out with injuries. Both their safeties. So could be worse. They got rid of what's his face, their cornerback. I don't know. I just haven't heard anything people being too positive about him, but I don't really talk to anybody either, so that's probably more on me than it is anything else. But I'd like to see them fail this year. I'd love to see the Bears get Micah Parsons and have him contribute to them failing. Then that's all I need.
Saw the things going on. Apparently, the Jets. It could just be the Jets. But Fields is not looking good over there.
Oh,
Apparently,
I
from
heard
what I'm
I've
seeing.
been seeing the exact opposite, where Fields is
Okay.
just what the Jets needed. So we'll see. I bet she'll be fine. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's an okay to good quarterback. Could be at times great, and he's got legs. If they give him an offense and like he gets to throw it to his Garrett Wilson, was his college teammate.
Hmm.
That's good. I don't know. I'm excited to see the Jets. The Jets play the Giants this weekend, I think.
Yes, this
Uh,
is and we should see. Well, I don't know if Russell Wilson's going to play that much because I think the Giants really want to see, because the Giants have four quarterbacks like the Browns,
well, yeah,
but I
one's
think
not going to be on the team.
we will not be carrying four
No.
quarterbacks. And honestly, it's Tommy's got to know he's skating on thin ice. That his time is coming up. Even though they gave him a contract last year, bye.
They'll put him
Take
on
your
the practice
guaranteed
squad,
money.
or they'll release him, bring him back to the practice squad if he doesn't make a team. I can't imagine anybody going out,
Yeah,
tripping over
and trying
themselves
to
to sign Tommy DeVito to do something.
yeah, because they like Jameis.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard not to like him at this point in time.
Mm-hmm. He's
So
super cheap option, uh,
and
veteran,
I,
and he's pretty good.
I
Or
personally see next year as if next year is saying if the same people are there now, right?
mm-hmm.
Um, that Russ isn't there, regardless of what
No,
happens.
yeah,
Russ isn't there. He's a 1 year lease. They happy with Dart. If they're happy with Dart, Russ is there, and Jameis is our backup long term. That is personally for me would be the way to do it. Because I don't want, if Russ is not a good backup. He's a starter on the team.
he's
I
old
don't
too.
I don't he's old, but it's he's not Flacco old. Oh, Flacco's old.
He's old,
I thought he was like 38.
which is old in quarterback
I
terms.
I it ain't. I think Flacco's like 44.
Okay, Russell Wilson's 36. Will be
36.
37 in November. Joe Flacco, you'll be surprised to know, is 61. No, he's 40.
Yeah, 40. I felt like he just feels old. Like his whole head is gray. Like
Yeah,
his
it
entire
feels like
he
he's
just
been playing the game for like decades.
mm-hmm.
Because like, when did the Ravens win the Super Bowl with him? It feels like it was like before the turn
Oof.
of the century, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how he can. I don't know. Like I don't know how long he plays this year. I don't want to wish injury on him, but he looks like he's one hit away from going. All right, I quit. Like
I,
like he doesn't even look like he wants to play anymore.
I
He
know.
looks like he's just playing because somebody wants him to play.
Like somebody's got a voodoo doll somewhere and is forcing him to play, even though he's
Oh,
going against his will. He's just like his arms are flopping around. I don't
like
want to go out there, but there I
he
go
said, all
again.
right, they keep calling me back. I guess I'll go out there and make a couple $1 million today.
Yeah,
So,
that's pretty much it. Yeah. If you want me to make this money, fine, fine, fine.
like he just, like I said, he just looks like he's just one bad day where he said, I don't need this. I quit. I don't need this. Oh man.
Joe Flacco's
Anything.
career earnings, he's made himself 180 million 180 million
Yeah,
in his
he ain't
time.
quit.
He's just
Oh my
going out
gosh.
there.
This. I saw something today that
Hmm.
pissed me off. I saw Tom Brady wearing a One Piece shirt.
Oh no.
I'm like, is he a fan or is someone paying him to do this? Because I just you know someone who's a fan of an anime, like they can't hide it. Like I've seen Tom for 20 plus years. He's never mentioned an anime.
Yeah.
Why is he wearing a One Piece shirt? It pissed me off. I can't watch One Piece anymore. I can.
So you're gonna stop watching One Piece because Tom Brady? Did you see they unveiled the Tom Brady statue there in front of Gillette Stadium?
Yes.
And he,
Um,
oh god,
the Giants fan pages have been having a fan.
I saw the two times as large Eli statue behind him. I saw that and
Yes.
chuckled.
Yes, they've been having a field day with it.
But I do like his statement. He's like, it's something for the Jets fans to throw, angry Jets fans to throw a beer at on their way out of the game in the second quarter, which I thought was pretty good. Uh, so I
Oh
like
man.
that, right? Like I don't really like Tom Brady, mostly because he was so good for so long, and like my team has not had a good quarterback ever. So it's one of those like uh, embarrassment of riches sort of things where it's like disgusting. And then there's always a deflate gate, and they always said like a smug sort of thing to him. And then of course they got the broadcasting gig without having a broadcast experience, stuff like
And
that,
being bad.
and being bad at it. But every time I see him talk, I don't hate him. Oh,
No.
there was also the crypto thing. And he fumbled the bag on Giselle, and he doesn't like his kids all that much. Like there's reasons to not like Tom Brady, right? But when he
Mhm.
talks in like public settings like that, where he's just like candidly he seems like an all right guy.
Yeah, but this One Piece shirt really ticked me off.
I
I'm
know,
not gonna
right?
lie.
But those
Not
are the
gonna
ones
lie.
that's like, no, you didn't earn it. You're gonna gatekeep fandom, Harland. Uh,
No, no, no. It just feels like he is pandering to the certain audience. Like the
who
shirt's not
though?
even a cool shirt.
Who do you
It's
think?
not even a
Who do you think he's
cool.
pandering to?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
why do you think he needs to pander to the anime fandom?
There's no way he had time to watch 1,000 episodes and being in the playbook. There's no way. There's no
He's
way.
retired. He's got all the time in the world to watch One Piece. Not that I don't think he did. You know, to me, it's like it's the equivalent of. Remember when somebody asked Mitt Romney what his favorite meat was because they were talking about grilling? He's like, my favorite meat is hot dog. Right? Like it's like an answer that somebody gives that doesn't know the correct answer. Right? Like, oh, people eat meat. I don't know. But I am from this world. So
I like the hot dog answer.
I like hot dog. That's to me with like Tom Brady is like, oh, anime is super popular right now and has a
That's what it
resurgence.
feels like.
That's what it
That's
is.
what it
It's like,
feels like,
oh, what's
and
your
it
favorite one?
doesn't feel
Oh,
genuine.
it's that one. It's the one you like. One Piece. Oh yeah, One Piece. That's that one.
Like, what's his name that played for the Saints? And then that guy
Jamal Williams.
is
Yeah.
Jamal Williams. That guy breathes this, right?
Yeah,
So
he is anime and Pokemon, and
exactly.
that's his thing.
As someone who likes it, you can't hide it. Like
Yeah,
of 20 something years, we'd have seen something,
anything,
Berserk, anything. Like I
anything.
don't talk about any anime he could have liked. There's so many different veins he could have gone into. He could have found one that we have not seen
He never
one
said
thing.
Kamehameha at any point.
Yeah, never did it as a celebration.
Nope, he could have done anything. Yeah, he could have did the
But no,
nope.
it's popular now with the kids, and
Hmm.
now he's
Yeah.
oh, it pissed me off. I One image shouldn't have pissed me off so much, but that one did. I'm looking at it right now, like oh,
I understand it. But it'd be like if Aaron Rodgers wore a One Piece shirt.
oh, it would piss me off. It
Yeah.
would piss me off. Oh,
Tom,
just like come on.
Tom Brady just opened up a trading card store in Chicago.
Did he really?
Yes, by
Hmm.
Wrigley Field.
Okay.
I think it's called like something Vault. Maybe he's a big. So it makes sense. He's a big time like card gambler slash collector, and
Hmm.
that he was big into crypto. Like those all are like on the same sort of like path in a
Yeah.
way, right?
Hmm.
Um, Makes sense.
Yeah, no, card collecting, I could see him doing something like
He's
that.
he's big into
I've
that.
got
Yeah.
I've got large sums of money, and I will buy the cards that I want.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Right. Like I can afford to drop hundreds of thousands of dollars on gambling because that's it's ultimately what it is.
hmm
Uh, yeah, I mean, good for him. One Piece, not so much. I don't know. I still haven't watched any One Piece, so I can't share in your anger. But if he wore like a free run shirt, I'd be like, you better get that off right now.
You don't watch Free Ray.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
did you hear about Crunchyroll's partnership with Delta?
No.
On planes now, you can choose from 50,000 episodes that you can watch on a flight
Oh,
from or Crunchyroll on Delta. I think that's pretty cool.
yeah. Does it make you want to fly Delta?
I always fly Delta.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's my preferred it's my preferred flight airline.
Well, lucky
But
you.
yes, even more.
Yeah.
But could you imagine trying to watch an anime like you got 3 hours, right? Like,
Yeah, you're not getting very far. You'd have to
you're
watch it
not
very.
getting yes. You gotta pick it strategically which ones you're gonna watch.
You would need you would need to get the non-filler cuts of things, right? Like,
Mhm.
don't I'm watching back to back. Don't give me what happened previously.
Yep.
Don't
Gotta
do
get
it.
that
Don't
skip
re.
intro button,
Yeah, you need to skip intro,
skip credits, and skip credits button.
but then also don't rehash the last
The
10
first
minutes of the previous episode and the first 4 minutes of this episode. Don't do that to
correct.
me. Don't do that to me. Just let get to the meat.
Yep. Nope. That's not how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
4 minutes is the last minutes of that one. Got to
Yep.
get it.
Yeah, and then it's always a 2 minute theme song. And sometimes theme songs are worth watching, but you,
Sometimes
if you want to get through episodes, you don't want to watch the same 2 minute intro every time.
I watch the theme song one time. If it's a good one, I may catch it a few times. But I always listen the first time I turn an anime on, I listen to the whole
Mm-hmm.
intro the first time. And the closing song too, because sometimes the closing song is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Agreed.
After that, I don't do it until a new season comes up and they do a new song. I
Yes,
just that's just my rule.
I will say Mashal season 2. When we sit down to watch an episode, I'd always watch the theme song at least once, and then we watch like a couple episodes, and the next day I'd watch it at least once. I gotta watch it. There's something about that theme song. I liked it. It's the same thing with Dan
Mhm.
to Dan too. Those were good. Oh, and Cowboy Bebop. You've never seen Cowboy Bebop though, have you?
I didn't watch the whole thing
Watch it.
completely, but yes, I do know the theme song and I've seen a bunch of episodes. But
It's
yes.
a very good theme song. You know what I
Mhm.
actually just watched from front to back because I realized I'd never seen from front to back, but I'd seen like 60% of it in randomized order, so everything's out of context. Was Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Never seen it.
It was pretty
Never
good.
watched. Okay,
So
never
I'm
watched.
watching it, and I work with a guy who's he lived in Japan for a long time. He speaks Japanese. And his wife is Japanese, and we were talking about anime, and he's like, "Oh yeah," because I was talking about like if I wanted to take a trip and stuff like that. He's like, "Oh, you need to go here, you need to go there." But if you go here, their like claim to fame is that they're the cap. The city is the capital from Evangelion, even because Tokyo was destroyed. I'm like, that's not really a claim to fame. I was like, "Oh, I'm watching that." And he's like, "You're like, oh, people hate the ending to it." I
Oh,
was like, "Really?" He's like, "The last two episodes, people hate them." I got the last two episodes. I'd see why they didn't like him. I didn't mind it, but I could see why because it's like it goes 180 miles an hour into a brick wall, and then does the Tron light cycle turn and goes that way, and you're like, I don't know. It didn't hit the brick
yeah.
wall, but it went in a totally different direction that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Gotta stick the landing. Gotta
Gotta
stick
stick
the
the landing.
landing.
Maybe missed the landing. I didn't hate it, but I was also not like invested into.
Invested. Yeah.
I was just watching it. It's like, oh, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, it's what it is. I don't know.
Think what we got. We have 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks of football till
Yeah,
September
we're
6th, right?
We are less than a month away till the season starts. We got two
We,
more weeks of preseason.
hmm Do you know what that means? Time for those fantasy football drafts.
We got fantasy football
It's
drafts.
time for those fantasy football drafts.
Well, you want to
And
talk fantasy football.
I'm not that tuned in. I'm not that tuned
Okay.
in this year. So I really wanted to hear, I just wanted to talk fantasy football with somebody because I'm
Oh,
not
so you
that
wanted to
tuned
hear
in.
somebody's
I
thoughts?
needed some tips. I needed
I
some
don't know if
tips.
I have a
Yeah.
whole lot of thoughts. Here's we've already talked about my value quarterback pick today. And that's
Oh, who's your word?
Justin Fields. It's my value quarterback.
You you're gonna wait all the way. You know you can get Justin Fields pretty at 10th round probably.
Yeah, somewhere between the sixth and the 10th, I'd say. That's my value pick.
But you would hold off of picking a quarterback
Yes,
until then.
yes.
See, because then that's too much risk reward. I'd hold Justin Fields. I would because I think you can get Justin Fields in like 13. Like I don't think there's going to be a run on anyone wait. I would have to get a quarterback and hope that Justin Fields becomes that guy by getting him on my bench. I could not
Justin
go
Fields
into the
last year
season.
with the Steelers was a top five fantasy quarterback when he started.
He only started 6 games.
Yeah, in those 6 games, he was a top five fantasy quarterback for those 6 weeks.
I would
Russell
stick
Wilson
with
was
it.
not that.
Oh, I'm not picking Russell Wilson.
No, but like if we're talking fantasy, yeah, I'll take Justin Fields. He's got legs. He's on a
What-
what could be a pretty good offensive team. I'm hoping, and we'll
But
see.
what I'm saying is, you're giving up a top 10 quarterback because he's not a top 10
But I'm gonna
quarterback.
tell you what, the
If
point
you're in
the
the,
point differential, if you don't have Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, the point differential between like
you can,
3 and 10 doesn't matter.
but you can still have if you don't have Josh Allen, you don't have Lamar, you can still have Bengals dude,
Joe Burrow, sure. Yeah.
Joe Burrow. You can still have Herbert,
Uh-huh. Sure.
right? You can still go with any of the you could go with because I believe that a healthy Dak is a very good
Yeah, sure. He's a
playoff.
yeah,
You could also
good fantasy
we don't.
quarterback.
I'm not gonna go with dude from the Commanders just yet, but there. I'm just saying. I think you can get Fields, and I'm not saying Fields is a bad pick. I'm not saying he's a bad pick. I'm just saying that there is no one running to get Fields
Yeah,
in
I
any
know. That's what I'm
draft.
saying. You don't have
So
to.
you,
So
but you
you
can get.
you get
So you're
running
gonna
backs,
take
you get wide receivers, you get the things that you need that score points. While other people are like, if you're not going to get Josh, I think Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson are the 1 and 2, probably Lamar Jackson 1, Josh Allen 2 in fantasy quarterbacks because of the volume that they throw, the touchdowns that they score. They don't make a lot of mistakes and they run the ball, right? Those
Yes.
are the guys that you want. If you don't get those, then you're better off just holding off until you pick up Jared Goff or you pick up like those guys like they have volume. But then if you're gonna wait,
But
you
if
might
I
as well
get
get
Joe
Justin Fields.
Burrow, what if I get Joe Burrow? I don't think I'm that bad off. We're
But
talking about a guy who could throw 45 touchdowns
sure,
in a year,
uh-huh.
right? I don't see 45 touchdowns coming out of Fields.
Okay,
Now,
I
granted,
agree with that.
he's gonna have the leg. He's gonna give me some. He's gonna give me
You get more.
points
You
where
get more. You get more. Usually get more points for a rushing touchdown. Than you do a passing touchdown.
true.
You get more points for rushing yards than you do passing yards. And I don't think he's a bad passer. He'll probably get 200 yards a game, right? And you're hoping for 60 yards on the ground. And to me, that's and then however he distributes. Like to me, Justin Fields. The difference between the top two guys. There's the top two guys. Then there's that chunk there that's like three, and includes Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert and all those guys, because all of their points are yardage, throwing yardage, and touchdowns, right? So those guys at 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like the points per game differential isn't huge. And Justin Fields was a top 5 fantasy quarterback last year when he's a starter on the Steelers.
I think yes. I think you're right. I think when you're starting to see at the end of the year that they had 30, 40 points more than him, that's fine. But when you think about that being 5 to 6 points a game, that is a huge difference. I think that's
No,
it may not
I'm
seem
talking
like it
points
is,
per game, yeah.
but I think that Burrow's going to give you five
Sure.
to six more points
Okay.
than them. I think that Herbert is going to give you 5 to 6, and that's what I'm saying. Like I would if like I
Maybe.
wouldn't start worrying until I can't get Jalen Hurts. Like if Jalen Hurts comes off the board, now I'm like, okay,
Well,
because
now
this I take
Jalen Hurts is a good fantasy quarterback too because he
that's
has
what I'm saying.
legs.
Another quarterback I take. That's what I'm saying. So for I think that your sleeper, and you said sleeper. So
Hmm?
I get it. I think he's a good sleeper. And in fact, in my two QB league, I think I'm definitely gonna look at Justin Fields as one of
Well,
my
in that
as
league,
my
you probably
QBs.
want to take him
I have
early.
no choice. I gotta
Yeah.
take him early. I gotta take him early. I'm talking about for my standard one quarterback league. Justin Fields is only a backup for me. He's only a backup.
So
Like
last
I just
year was Joe Burrow's best fantasy season ever, and he ended up being a positional rank of third best quarterback last year, and that's with having the most passing yards and the most passing touchdowns in the NFL.
Mhm.
Was third.
Yeah, because Lamar wasn't that far behind him. It wasn't that far behind him in some of
I
those
know.
categories.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
So his best season ever
mhm,
put him at third, which is the highest he's ever ranked in fantasy football. He was his next best was fourth in 2022, eighth in 2021, and then 25th in the 2 years he got injured and was out. So let me look at Justin Fields' fantasy stats for last year. His position rank was 31st overall, but he only played 5 games. Only started
mhm.
5 or 6 games or whatever, right? So I don't know. I don't know. And his best position was that the 2 years ago in 2022 with the Bears when he didn't throw for a lot, ran for a lot, and he was sixth positional overall, and that was on an abysmal Bears team. Just saying, there's a chance. He's my sleeper pick. I don't know.
I'm not mad at him, but I thought you was talking like sleeper as in I'm gonna pick a starter and then I'm gonna grab him just to keep him on bench. And
Oh,
that's what I was thinking
oh,
more
you
that
want a
versus
sleeper pick? I don't know. I
no,
guess I
no,
guess that
I
doesn't
thought
make.
that's how you would use him.
I,
That's why I thought you would use him. That's why I thought you was like the one I know no one's looking at. But if you're saying you would wait to the 10th round to get him, that's
to
what
get
I'm
my
like.
starting quarterback, yeah, I might do that.
Yeah, that's not a bad option. That'd be
You
I'm
wouldn't do
trying.
it, but I would.
Well, I play my quarterback picks based on what's available at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I do. I don't like to if I draft late in the first round and Lamar or Allen's available, which usually rarely happens,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get one of them
Yes.
late first round because I will not pick them early first round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not a guy who picks a quarterback early first round. Top five picks, I'll pick Saquon Barkley. I'll pick uh, a wide receiver nowadays before I go to a quarterback. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that pick. I'm
Now,
going to go, and it's worked for me last year. I'm going heavy wide receiver.
yeah, I mean you have
Like,
to.
yeah, I may not get a tight end. That's the position where I do not care.
Yeah.
I don't care when I get my tight
The
end.
the thing that stinks about tight end is there's like a
They
guy
suck.
like
Yes,
does well. Brock Bowers was really good last year.
he
Like
was, but I was able to get Brock because he was a rookie.
yeah,
Like
but
now,
now you
I'm
won't be
not
able to
getting
get
him.
him.
I'm not
Uh,
gonna get him.
but like previously it was always Kelsey and then
Kelsey.
Kittle, and then yeah, like to me, tight end is something I stream. Like I just like find matchups and see if I can find a guy that'll give me 6 to 8 points, and I'll be
Mm-hmm.
happy. Now with
Fryer Muth has been my sleeper.
Fryermuth, yeah,
Yeah. Well,
the
your guy from the Bears
Cole Kmet,
before. Yep,
yeah,
the Cole Komet used to be a sleeper for me
Colston
too.
Loveland though. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm excited about him. He's gonna
Okay.
be good. I could feel that in one of my bones. He has the he's big and he's fast. He's sneaky fast, and he runs really good routes.
Okay.
I've been watching him with my limited capacity. But he is a guy right there. I'm gonna tell you right now, he is going to be a very good tight end in the NFL. Very good.
Okay.
And then you got like Sam Laporta, who had a really good
Yeah.
rookie year and was okay last year.
Injured,
Dalton
injuries hurt.
Kincaid, who might be pretty good this year. I like his options in Buffalo, but it always feels like there's always like two tight ends, and the rest are just like, duh.
They'll have a good game. They'll have a game where they score 15 points, and then next week they'll score 4.
Yep. And if you're lucky for, and
Yes.
as a person that is always waiver wiring for tight ends, you're like, why is this guy averaging eight points a game? You look, he's like, oh, because he had
He's at
31
16
points last week
Yep.
and 6 zeros prior to that. They're like, oh, okay, I understand now. I get it.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Last year was one of my first years. Like having Brock Bowers, I had a tight end and I knew I was going to play every single week,
mhm.
and I knew he was going to put up some of the highest points on my team. First year I've had a tight end do it. It's always been a problem for me in drafting is tight ends because I refuse to take them high,
No,
and
there's none
and
worth taking.
it's none.
I think last year I didn't waste a pick on Mark Andrews, but I wasted a pick on Mark Andrews. Not high, but kind of
Yeah.
middle. I'm like, I need to get a tight end here, and Mark Andrews is available to do it. And there was a point where I want to say Joe Burrow had more receiving points than
Yep.
Mark
Yep.
Andrews or something like that. Or I guess it's
Yeah,
like,
it
are
was
you
not
kidding
good.
me?
It
Or no,
wasn't
it
good.
wasn't. It was Jared Goff. I think he had more. Like I don't have time for this garbage. But I'm gonna tell you what though, if I am in the guillotine league, if I get a high pick, I'm taking Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen, whichever one's available.
Yep.
If I'm picking one overall, I might be taking Lamar Jackson there.
That's not a bad pick in a guillotine league.
No,
Not a bad pick at all. Not a bad
I
pick.
need that because you could ride the coattails of Lamar Jackson, especially early on when he's got his freshest of legs. Yeah,
Yep.
I need
No,
that.
not a bad pick, but that's not what's gonna happen. I always pick like 13.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you're one spot behind me.
Yeah, always, always. I can almost guarantee it. I can see it now. Harland 14, Derek 16. Harland 12, Derek 14. That's what'll happen. Or it might be flipped around. I'll pick 13,
Yep.
you'll pick 15.
15. Yep.
It's
Every single
weird
time.
how we cluster like that, and it's almost always that way. And then because it's a slow draft through email over the course of like 3 weeks, it's like, come on, come on, come on. You're just waiting for a guy to get there, and then you finally get the notifications your turn because you're not watching constantly.
No, you
You
can't.
go to pick, and
No.
you're like, why is my guy gone? I had a guy
Gone.
queued up, and now he's
Yo, I
gone.
have like 5 guys queued up.
It's like, why do I have nobody here?
Mm-hmm.
Hate
No,
it.
it's a slow draft, but it's fun. It's fun. So
Yeah, I like the guillotine league, and I wish all leagues were guillotine leagues. To be honest, because
it's so funny because I play in that league you got me in with the 2 quarterbacks. That's always kind of a fun league because it's different. The guillotine league is fun, and then I play in a standard league with some of my guys. So it's just like just I get to play different strategies for drafting, which to me is my favorite part of fantasy football. And it's cost me so many league championships because I think that I win the draft every single year. And I rarely, if you look at who's made the fewest moves on the waiver wire, it's always me. Because I'm like, nope, my team at draft is the best team it's going to be.
well, that's why
And
you
it's cost,
lose. That's what costs you.
it does.
I
It
like
does.
playing
But
the waiver wires. That's why I like the
I,
guillotine league because you got to do the bidding
the
for
money management, yeah.
I like that. And it's like I'd rather get this guy now. If I were paid for this person now,
Am I still in the league with you with the keeper league? Does that league still exist?
yeah,
I haven't seen anything for it.
yeah, pretty sure.
Because my team stinks. My team's-
I'm pretty sure because I asked BB about that and he said, yeah, he responded to me about that one. So let me see. Yeah, I think so. Let's see.
Gotta check my ESPN.
League home.
It was ESPN, right?
Yep. Members. Yep, you're on there, Mr. Jones's
Okay.
neighborhood.
It can't be Mrs. Jones' neighborhood anymore because He's not. I got to come up with a different.
Well, so mine last year was Eberflus's swear jar, and
Yes.
then I turned it to
You
fire Matt
switched it like eight
Eberflus.
times.
I had to do it. I changed it to fire Eberflus, and once they fired Eberflus, I changed it to hire Ben Johnson was the name of my team. That's what it currently is right now. Now, like I feel like I need to like uh, now win or something. Like I am dictating what the Bears do via the name of my fantasy team. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, because I was.
Well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But yeah, that team stinks, and I don't think it's gonna be good. I didn't like the draft in that league.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, let's see. I
that
get.
was a weird draft. That was the first time I'd ever drafted like that.
Oh, this would be.
That's the like pick a guy. If you don't like him, then you gotta like what?
Oh yeah,
How'd that
the
draft go?
auction draft. Yeah.
Yes, the auction draft. First time I've done one of those, so that was different.
Who do I
So
keep from my keeper list? Well, I'm keeping Kyron Williams and Devin Achan for
I,
sure.
I ain't got an option.
Keeping Caleb Williams. That's why I drafted him. Then that's three. Do I keep Xavier Worthy? Maybe. Do I keep Jackson Smith and Jigba? Maybe. DJ Moore? Maybe. It'll be interesting to see who is available on the draft on that one. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my team stunk. B. John Robinson cost way too much to keep.
Yeah, you can't keep him.
Jalen Hurts, like my team is absolute garbage. At like absolute garbage.
Yeah, let's see. Where you at?
Jalen Hurts, Bijan Robinson, Devin Singletary, Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers, Adam Thielen, Hunter Henry, the Jets defense, Brandon McManus, Brandon Aubrey. Apparently, I
You
had
got
two
two kickers. Or no, you got
kickers,
eight
two
kickers.
kickers.
Um. Oh yeah,
Geno
you did it.
Smith.
You did have two kickers.
Yep.
Weird. Kyle Pitts. Oh no. Tyler
Yeah.
Algier. Jacoby Myers.
No, this whole
Keen.
team is throw the whole team in the trash. And this is the team I inherited. I inherited most of this.
Yeah, it was a
I
disaster.
overpaid too much for Bijan Robinson.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be real honest. Like Bijan, Zay, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Addison. Those aren't bad pieces. You can't keep any of them. I mean, you might be able to keep Zay Flowers. I don't know what you drafted him at.
How do I determine what their point total is?
Let's see. I think you go to players, or no, roster maybe. My team.
Projections, ranks.
I think there's a way to like. No. Oh, keepers. If you go to your team, then there's a keepers button. It'll tell you the cost. Oh yeah, Caleb, Kyron,
Well, that's
Hichan.
the, wait, where did I have to go to it first?
Go to your team, and then underneath the team name, you'll see the word
Oh, I
keepers as
see
a
it.
link.
Keepers.
Yep.
Bijan cost $91 to keep. Can't keep him.
I think that's what you
Zay
paid for him
Fla-
last year, so to go up. Oh, maybe that might be what it is. I don't remember.
Keepers to select
Oh yeah.
five. I don't want any of them. How much money do I have again? Because last time I didn't have enough money for the draft.
I can't remember. I think it's 200.
I wind up having so little money and had to make a team with so many people. Ugh, I was fighting everyone to get people. So
Yep.
this time it's going to just be a fight for rookies, but they're going to overpay for them, and I'm not going to be able to get them.
Well, just don't put them up. Don't put them up for auction. Put up no names for auction and let people bid for those, and then save
Is it-
money. Get your rookies at the end, and you have to have your rookie sleepers because everybody's gonna put a bunch of money on Genty, right? It's just gonna happen. Everybody's gonna put a bunch of money on Travis Hunter. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
But the guys that you like might be able to float it, might be able to get them for like $10. Like I've been sitting on Devin Achan for 3 seasons because I got him like real cheap that first year. I also had Tajay
Yeah.
Spears. I wish I would have kept him. But like I'm gonna keep Caleb, Kyron Williams, Devin Achan, DJ Moore, and Jackson Smith and Njigba and spend less than $60. So I have 140. I can still make a run at Bijan.
Yeah, he'll be trash. He's going to the trash keep, sir.
It'll be good. I'll win this league this year.
I'm
I came
not.
close last year. I'll get it this year.
I'm not.
And I had a worse team keeper wise than you when I took over my team. I had Cooper
But that
Cup.
was 4 or 5 years ago, wasn't it?
It was 3 years ago. So
It's gonna take some time. I just need to get some rookies this time around. I'm
yes,
not
that's what it
expecting
is.
much from me.
You
Yeah,
have to go after because you look at teams, the teams that are good. It's because they have Justin
had their
Jefferson.
place.
They have Justin Jefferson for $10. They have Tyreek Hill for $10. Right? They have the superstars. You just have to like make a stab at somebody. Oh,
yeah.
and this is gonna be homerish, but Luther Burden the third, wide receiver for the Bears, rookie.
I got my eye on some rookies.
He's gonna
I got
be a
my
guy. He's gonna be a guy. Telling you.
I
All
got
right.
what's Quentin gonna cost me from not
Who?
from the Chargers?
Oh, you can probably get him
He's
cheap.
still
Yeah.
dropping passes. He's still dropping passes.
That's all he does. That's his jam. All I do is drop passes. All right, Harland.
All right, football season's coming up soon. So
Oh, you know what I did not do? I did not
What's
press
that?
the record button. Because I was
You did
messing
not?
with that screen for the whole time.
You did not.
But there's a backup. I have a backup, so don't worry.
All right.
Because the stream records too, so I'll just rip it off of there. I did not press the damn record button on.
I see on the Zoom, it's usually right there at the top.
I was like, I'm gonna go stop the record. I'm like, I never pressed record, and there it is, as white as can be, the unpressed record button.
Oh man. But
Well,
all right, man.
They won't be on recording, so that'll be good.